Back in Las Vegas at the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino. My name is Dave Vincent alongside Dave Fink. It's Timbo Gonzalez from New York up against Gabino G-Man Velasquez in this men's round of 16 action. And this is going to be a crowd favorite, already packing the house as Timbo Gonzalez and G-Man.
Dave, I don't sense enough excitement in your voice. This is really one of the biggest, most exciting matchups of this event. Look at that amazing return to serve kill from G-Man after a first strike kill from Timbo to win the first rally. Dave, what makes this match so exciting is you really have no idea what's going to happen. We've seen Timbo look great in practice, but we've also heard, look, he hasn't faced a top three-wall big ball pro in a tournament setting yet. It's a little bit different than just playing a pickup game, and we'll see if it is. I'm of the school, Dave, that it's not, that you play your game wherever you play it, whether it's practice or tournament. Now, other people may disagree with me. I know Sal would.
Let's talk about that. Some of the strong points of Timothy's game is he hits these sharp angles off the court, very similar to his one-wall game, obviously.
Yep.
And it's just dangerous. And Gabino likes to push balls back, but Timothy knows how to angle out. So I don't know how these guys contrast against each other, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be good for Gabino.
Well, I'll tell you, Gabino's greatest strength is his movement, but I believe Timbo has better movement, and I believe Timbo has better shots. But that's why they play the game, Dave.
They're both athletic, but
that's the shot I'm telling you about, Dave. That's the shot where he just, if he's back far enough, he can angle a ball out. Sorry, Sal.
We don't use those kind of shots really in three-wall. And Timbo's playing an upfront game with straight shots. Upfront game flies and straight shots and angle shots.
That ball was short. And so, Timbo called it too.
Yeah. Timeout. Timeout there.
Timbo served that ball short and then immediately said it was short. Yeah. But, you know, you don't play that, maybe you don't play that style of game, but we've seen Gabino over the years play every style of game where he's the guy hustling, sort of like you see Timbo doing now, and he also has a pretty good control of the deep court and also that soft little touch in the left corner. But Timbo's got just amazing power. He can run in and out and do pretty much everything. You saw earlier, Sal, I'd say about 5 shots back when he pushed Gabino out the right door. Gabino flipped it over to the left wall, and the ball checked up on the left side wall. And you can see Timothy didn't know what that ball was going to do because he's not a three-wall player. But he made the adjustment and flat rolled it out. Did you see his little stutter step over there?
It was a quick adjustment, and that's what he's good for. He's good with the, you know, his footwork is ridiculous.
I guess there's an extended timeout here. I don't know what's on the court, but I know I can't see it. Something's going on.
I have a bad feeling right now.
Well,
yeah,
when Mike Coulter has that look, Dave, it's not good.
G-Man serving, 0 serving 5.
You don't want to be on his bad side.
Ball's in, and Timothy might have pushed it out. No, it was a side out. That was a perfect return right there.
I like him when he's angry, Dave, as I think you know. I'll just leave it at that.
You could win an argument with him, and it's still going to be bad for you.
And Dave, you may disagree with this, and as Gabino goes to the ground, and I'll chart that, but I believe Timbo takes your speed away from you with his misdirection plays. He actually uses your speed against you. And Gabino looks a little tight right now.
He's
Sal,
frustrated.
Well, to me, it looks like he's nervous, and when you're nervous, your feet don't move as well as they usually do. It looks like he's stuck a little bit.
He's frustrated because I'm telling you, Timbo's game is different. It's a different style that we play. We don't play like that style, so direct forward and angle.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I don't know of anybody that does that besides maybe Samson sometimes, but Boxer with his right hand will do that shot, but not with the left. That's a tomahawk out the door.
Well, in one wall, they only got about 5 shots they can do, so they really perfect these 5 shots.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing.
I mean, maybe the three-wallers should learn something from Timbo's game. I mean, this guy is unbelievable.
You know, when Timbo's played here before in the past years, he's only lost, I mean, he's never really won. He lost in the round of 32. This is a huge Cinderella story in a lot of ways for him, isn't it?
Well, the thing of what he's doing, he's just killing it right away. He's just killing the ball. And if any three-waller, any big baller, small baller, racquetball, anybody, they serve it and kill the next one, They'll be doing what Timbo's doing.
Okay, let's back up a second there. 2 years ago, he played in this event, having never played anything but one ball before. Since then, he's dedicated himself to playing 3-wall every day and 4-wall. He's now comfortable with the walls. He's also just a young man. He's only 20 years old or 21 years old. At that time, Dave, he wasn't what he is now.
He's been 21 years old for the last 4 years, Dave.
Okay. So, I don't know if this is the same guy that we're talking about. Yes, he lost to Samson 25-4 in the 2011 3-wall ball championship.
He's a quick learner. He's a quick learner. And you gotta give him credit for being a quick learner and catching on. Pee Wee did it at a slower rate, but he's not far behind either.
So he was a slower, quicker learner?
I mean, he was a quick learner compared to all the other one-wallers.
Okay.
I'm in.
And there's only a couple of those. Herman plays good. Wally beat Ricky one of these years here. There's only a few select that actually can do it.
10 serving 0.
This is the first game, and I know the crowd watching has to be in on. Those from New York aren't. Now 11-0.
Ball right here, ball.
Timbo up 11-0 here in the first game.
What I see, Sal, is that Timbo applies a different kind of pressure than the rest of the 3-wall pros. Timbo is on top of you from every shot he hits. There's never a chance to rest. You see some of these big ball guys play a slower rally game. They take the ball high on the wall. Timbo's looking to attack you on every possible shot. He's looking to take the ball off the wall. In fact, I watched some matches with Timbo last night, and when he wasn't talking about how he's the greatest player that's ever lived, he said, look, I attack everything. I'm going every ball off the wall. I'm going to take every ball before it bounces, and I'm going to kill it.
That's right.
Serving 0.
Yeah, he has fire, you know? He's got fire in his eyes.
Side out.
There's a rare mistake right there from Timbo.
And you see Timbo's shots are so good, he's not even giving G-Man a chance to do his acrobatics.
To tell you the truth, all the one-wallers that I've seen, they have really great accuracy with their shots. Like
wow. Are you serious?
That's a one-wall shot.
Yeah, you know, but I was talking, it's a one-wall shot, but not all one-wallers have that.
Serving 0.
I mean, that's just a little different. It is a shot, but it's...
That's why he's the best one-waller right now in this current time.
And that's G-Man's first kill, and even that kill was an off-balance, handcuffed, scoop kill that found the right crotch.
Well, actually, with a fist, too. A scoop fist.
And what's also going against G-Man is that Timbo's not letting him get into rhythm.
Well, that's smart.
He's trying to overwhelm you, like kind of what Sam does.
The ones are wild on the scoreboard here.
I just thought I was watching the Boxer versus Raul match right now. I realized it's a totally different match.
Well, isn't overwhelming?
Oh my gosh! Did you see that play right there?
And I'll put that in my ledger right there.
Gabino, unbelievable kid.
Just prolong the inevitable, just like every dive does.
11 serving 1.
My wife told me, "Why do you dive? You've never won the point when you've dove."
Well, I think diving in doubles is a lethal.
Well, I don't play doubles, so clearly it wasn't in reference to that.
Well, I didn't even know you had a wife.
You earn fan points when you do dive. Though.
Really? She's an employee of yours, but.
And there's another point for Timothy Gonzalez. Timbo now at 13-1. And when I said this earlier, Sal, I said he was up 11-0. Sal looked over at his arm because he got chills.
I swear, I thought I was watching Boxer's match right now, and I thought it was a replay, but it's not.
And that's an ace serve, untouched by Gambino. Gambino now really feeling the heat. And believe me, Dave, when you're playing against a guy that people think you should beat, that's a one-wall player, and you're just got all of your crowd support out here, I can see it on Gambino's face, Dave. He's not relaxed.
Well, this is one of those matches, Sal, and you know this. You lose something like this in 2 straight, you might not ever want to play again.
It hurts.
Well, you know, it's interesting talking to Vic Villanueva last night. Fuji Hernandez was supposed to be the greatest player of all time. Samson went to his courts about 3 years ago and dismantled him. Never been the same since.
Yeah, some courts we call Valencia. Fuji did win the first game, but Sam won the next 5 or 6.
And since then, Fuji completely lost his mo.
1 serving 14. Side out.
I can't believe what I'm watching right now, though. I'm serious. I've never seen something like this.
Well,
we did see it at the U.S. Open when Samson played Juan Santos and
but
beat
I mean,
him.
in the round of 16, I haven't seen this.
Well, this goes back to my theory, Sal, which you disagree with, but to me, there's no difference between practice and tournaments. He did this in practice, and now he's doing it in the tournaments.
There it is. Timbo takes game number 1, 15-1. We're going to take a quick break here. Go ahead, Sal.
No, when I played, I think Timbo a couple of days ago on Tuesday when I first got in, we played a couple games out here on the side. I mean, I made 9, 11, but not 1 or 0. That's definitely for sure.
But he's still, you know, you and Gabino respectively are ranked like 4th or 5th on the in the rankings, and or 5th and 6th or 5th, 6th, 4, whatever it is, and you just don't see anybody get beat by 15 to 1.
I don't know if they study videos. I've checked out videos. I've played with them. Timbo, last year we played in the pro doubles. I played singles with them beforehand just in case I run into them later. People have to do their homework, you know. And I've been out there in New York and seen them play live in front of me. So it's just you gotta do what you gotta do, and Timbo's definitely doing it.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. Game number 2 in about 2 minutes right here at racerate.com.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Rethink what you know about this Vegas icon. Elevate your expectations at the Stratosphere Hotel, Casino and Tower. See what's new, up, down, and all around.
Working and working out takes a lot of energy. That's why I drink Zenergy. Feeling fantastic and looking good has never been easier. Science, extreme science for your active lifestyle.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards.
Oh, don't. Oh.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay,
Yeah.
here it is.
Oh, Mom!
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. All right, let's go.
They might surprise you.
Let's go.
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
At shelters, you'll discover healthy and loving animals just waiting to become a part of your family. Why wait? You can make a difference in the life of an animal. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person and adopt your new best friend today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
This new car seat is going to be the next round.
James.
Game 2, G-Man serving, 0 serving 0.
You heard that score, referee Alfredo Morales. Timbo wins the first one 15 to 1. I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit closer, Dave.
Well, that's not going out on much of a limb. I mean, for G-Man to score 2 points is not
1 serving 0.
what I would call a bold prediction.
G-Man has already scored as many points as he did in the first game, and that one
Would
is
you
not
count that
played
as a
over.
dive?
I count it as a dive, yeah.
Okay.
0 serving 1.
Another dive. Wow, watch this ball. It's a crazy ball, money ball. Now, I don't know what you do on your stat report here when a guy dives and the play isn't played over. What is that, a neutral? You put a...
No, it's nothing.
Okay. But it still was a dive.
Yeah, but a side outer point was not earned, so it goes
This
down
is
as
the
a
round of
non-entity.
16, Dave.
Point.
That was another dive. Now, Dave, I know that viewers at home are very interested in these stats. Thus far today, Dave, since I started charting, we've seen 5 dives.
That's good right there. Yeah.
And each time the players dove, they've lost the rally.
2 serving 1.
So that's 100% of dives thus far have resulted in the player losing the rally. There's an uncharacteristic error.
Not sure what Timbo is going to do there, Sal.
Yeah, not sure. I think he thought he was indoors.
The problem that I have with that is that even if he would have hit the side wall, I think that ball would have gone to La La Land. You're seeing a different Gabino in here this time. He's pushing Timbo all over the place.
Wow, it's early, Dave.
Side out.
Well, it's actually getting late. The first game's already over.
2 serving 1.
2-1.
Lob serve from Timbo. And
I like it. Now, Gabino's the type of guy that would run in and get the next one of those, but he just got a free point on that lob serve.
Well, you see, Timbo is smart enough to just continue to change up his game. He goes power, soft,
4 serving 1.
cross-court corners, misdirection. He told me, Dave, and he's told me a lot this week, all about himself, that
1 serving 4.
he believes he has the experience of a guy who's 40 years old like Rookie, but the youth and the legs of someone who's at the peak of their career. And he's got those
4
two.
serving 1.
Most people never achieve both at the same time.
Point.
That's a crazy ball right there from Gabino. Makes a terrible hand air, Sal. You play Gabino all the time.
All the time.
5 serving
What,
1.
have you seen that?
Yeah. For the most part, he's consistent,
Side
but
out.
lately, the past month or so, he hasn't been that consistent in the
1
local
serving 5.
games that we play during the week.
I hear he
But
has a high upper ankle strain or something on his right ankle.
he has had an issue
out.
since Marina Park. I think he sprained it or something.
It was
Even
actually
before.
before.
Then.
5
Yeah,
serving
before
1.
then.
But what I will say is a lot of people say, wow, I mean, he's just having an off day. You have to realize that there's a guy forcing you to have an off day.
Out.
I mean, that's something, Dave, that isn't accounted for enough. You can look great in your round of 16
6
match,
serving 1.
hypothetically, against a guy that you're better than. You run into a better level player, and all of a sudden your shots aren't working. You don't have those opportunities anymore.
7 serving 1.
Easy work
That's
right
a
now
typical
for Timbo.
one-wall game, and it's
Point.
working beautifully here.
Easy work, as Mayweather says.
8 serving 1.
It all
is
comes
starting-
down to the serve, Sal.
This is starting to look like Mayweather versus Canelo, Sal.
9-1. I can't believe it. I'm watching again.
9 serving
That's what they
1.
do in one wall. They serve it out to the angle deep, and then they just fly. They fly it as soon as possible, and they angle you out.
It sounds like you're upset with that style.
I envy it.
Okay, it doesn't
Look at that get right there from Timbo. And again, and I bet you Gabino goes back there again, doesn't do it, goes down the right, and there's going to be a round of applause from the crowd.
Well,
down
Timbo
that right
just
line.
out Gambito'd Gabino. I mean, Timbo has the best side-to-side movement I've ever
10
seen.
serving 1.
Maybe in the same league as Brady and Sampson.
Till today, right?
Side out.
Well, I put them in right there in the top 3 of best side-to-side movement I've ever seen.
Timeout. First timeout.
I put Luis Moreno up there as well, but Timbo's just unbelievable, Dave.
You know, I'll tell you something else. We generally play rally scoring, games to 11. We don't play 15 non-rally. So that takes a lot more out of you because you're doing work and you're not earning points for every actual point, if you will. Every play that you win, every rally you win, you only score on half of them usually. And when we play rally, the game goes quicker, so you can make a run, and you're not winded.
I understand that, but you know, with the way Timbo's playing right now, that score we'd be done right now with Timbo winning 2 really easy, and we'd have another match on.
Right, but G-Man would have served 6 times, and it'd be like 6-13 or something.
How
he
could
would
it
have
be 6-13? It's 10-1.
If they were playing rally, they've come in and out.
In this entire match, Timbo's only won 10 rallies. He scored a total of 2 points. Timbo, on the other hand, has won a total of 63 rallies. As you can see, I have it written down here. So in rally scoring, it's 63-10. In regular scoring,
I think G-Man served about 6 times, so he'd have about 6 points if they were playing rally scoring.
Well, I said he had 10. He's won 10 rallies to Timbo's 63.
On one rally, on one time he was serving, on one serve, he scored about 4 or 5 points on one serve. So it wasn't really a side out.
Point.
Well, I'm just an objective observer here.
I wouldn't argue with the wizard, Dave.
On the conditioning, we're not used to playing, the score being tied for like 10 minutes. I know that's what's going on here.
Well, it's really not what's going on here.
Yeah, you're using
There's
energy.
been no ties except for it's 0-0.
And Gambino asking for an avoidable
And he
there.
got it.
Oh, he did?
Yep, they gave a point to Gambino, now 3-10.
That was a good call.
Gambino scored a total of 4 points in this whole match, and one of them was from an avoidable.
Point.
Timbo acknowledging a good serve and shoot pattern right there from Gabino. He didn't give him the avoidable there, Dave.
Sandy, report to desk, please.
Side out.
Don't count that as a dive.
Easy, Reynaldo. Report to desk, please.
10, serving 3.
Look at how Timbo plays that off the side wall. That was a tricky bounce for anybody, even somebody that plays 3-wall every day.
Yeah.
11, serving 3.
He reads the ball great. He reads it.
And Sal, you'd have to call this blowout Saturday thus far.
Yeah, the last 4 matches I've heard of have all been under like 4 or 5 points.
Complete massacres here.
Side out. 3, serving 12.
Amazing power there from Timbo.
Side out.
He loaded up on that and drilled the ball well past Gabino.
12, serving 3. Good ball. Side out. 3, serving 12.
This is just about over, Dave.
Yeah, just watching it here on the monitor, not talking, just watching these guys. And there's a little trip, and that ball almost right into the booth, into the face of one of the announcers.
And does that count as a drop for you?
3, serving 12.
Just because you're not paying attention doesn't mean it's not an air.
I'm glad that ball was red and it gives a flew across your face.
Wow, do you see that flip of a backhand and a and a congratulations from Timbo?
4, serving 12.
We saw the. Go ahead.
Dave, do you think there's a difference on that red and the blue ball?
I think, yeah, there is a difference.
Oh, but
almost made one of the most remarkable shots we've seen here on the live broadcast. I do believe there's a difference. I think the blue ball comes back a little bit faster. The red one is actually technically the faster ball, but when you hit it slower to the front wall, it loses its quickness. But with that blue one, it seems to be a little bit quicker, Sal. In handball, not racquetball, but handball.
The red one, when hit with the racket, carries a lot more force. But the blue one has a thinner wall. I've checked them both. I've cut them both in half and compared them, and the blue one is thinner.
There it is. Timbo wins game number 2 and destroys G-Man 15-1, 15-4, and you hear the round of applause. We're going to have more action a little later on. You stick around here at racefor8.com.